This is a sick crystal titanium integral knife from Tuya. Stay tuned, guys. It's time on the Knives Fast channel to take a look at the Tuya Persia. All-Star Persia is what this is called. And these are available now. So stay tuned and let's jump in. Is this the best Tuya knife yet? We're going to answer that question. Blade material S90. Ice crystal titanium. Thanks to Dave Warren over there at Tuya USA for sending this through the Lefty Pass Around group, and Kevin sending it to me. We have a black blade here. We'll go over the details of the coating in a moment and all the specs. S90V, Tuya logo, this beautiful integral crystal tie handle, and look at this beautiful purple I believe Damascus clip. Again, we'll go over it in the specs. You have external lock relief because, again, your milling inside is from out here because there is no seam. So that's on the outside. You do have a steel lock bar insert, which is actually a nice stylistic element. Blade comes all the way out to the end, and it is dead center. It is a flipper tab knife. It sits down in the handle like a gentleman's carry. Very nicely done. And you have very nice jimping on that tab. Now, the tab does stick out a little bit, but it's not bad. It does carry very slim. You can see about that much sticking out of the pocket. It is not reversible. There is no lanyard, loop, or hole, but great detent. Ball is there, and very nice detent. If you're going to do a flipper only, then that flipper only ought to be really good, and this one is. And again, you do have very contoured handles, some really nice chamfering at the ends, and here you do have a groove for the blade, okay? Right there, there's a groove just to make sure that blade comes all the way out to the end. Great jimping right here, 4-finger grip, and you know, really nice locked in grip. You do feel that clip right there, but again, you can kind of relax your hand around it. Now, you do have a slot here, so even though it's an integral, if you take this guy apart with a spanner, by the way, would require that. If you take it apart, you've got this piece that comes out that will allow you to change out the bearings and the pivot and all that good stuff. It is tooled on both sides and really nice. Now, you can see there, got to get past that detent. I wouldn't call it late. It's right there. So that's where the detent is. So that's not bad. But you definitely got to get that lock bar out of the way. Unfortunately, no real pass-through. You do have a very small chamfer up top, and it works. I mean, you can move it real easily. Just wish there was a little pass-through, but I get it. Stylistically, a lot of people don't care for that. Couple minor things. You do have kind of a point on the clip right there, but in grip, it does not affect me. In and out of the pocket, I found it fine. The biggest problem with this clip is it is very, very light. You can see, so in the pocket, let's just get a piece of, let's get a Devo cloth here. You can see we go in super easy, and it is, well, of course, the knife is not being held in place. So if I were to do this, you can see it just slides out. Now, retention's okay, but it just could be a little bit stronger on that clip for me. It kind of bounces up and down in my pocket like this because, again, there's nothing really holding it in nice and tight. And the only other thing is this part right here is just could be knocked down just a tiny bit more, but that's just being ridiculously nitpicky like I like to do. Now, these are available in a bunch of different styles, and a Tuya knife for anything on the Tuya Knife USA website, you can use my code Knives Fast for 10% off. Now, this is the Tuya All-Star Persia anodized crystal titanium with no hole pattern on the spine version. These are $479. And yes, I know that's very expensive, but it is an integral and it is crystallized titanium. Now, if we go to the specs, who don't want to come up for me, Why am I singing a song at all? Well, okay, I'm not going to give you the specs right now because apparently they don't even have them listed here. So, additional information maybe. Let's see if they're under additional. There we go. We have 8 inches with a 3-inch, wait, 8 by 3 by 2? That ain't right. All right, we're going to get this out here. Yeah, they're not great specs, guys, on the website. So it is an 8-inch knife and a 3-inch cutting edge with a 3¼ inch blade overall. The handle is right at 4¼ but your grippable length is 3 7/8. And we will get the wow, the scale out in just a minute. Jeez, Casey, what is going on? Again, $479 for that version. $429 for the anodized titanium versions that aren't crystallized. And so the two non-crystallized versions are $429 with and without the holes across the back. And the two crystallized versions are $479 with and without the holes across the back of the handle, okay? In the handle spine. You can see it's a little bit bigger than the Rat 2 and a lot smaller than the Rat 1. And just a beautiful, beautiful knife overall. Now, let's get the scale. Probably couldn't hear me there, but let's get the scale out. We'll zero that puppy out. I'm going to say, gosh, like 4.7 or something like that. It is a little heavy. Because that's the one thing on an integral, you can't really mill out on the inside, okay? So I'm going to say 4.7. Gosh, Casey, 3.99, so right at 4 ounces. I was way off. Now, when we're locked up really nicely, no blade play, no lock rock. We are at about 20% on the lockup there. And again, really well made overall. I like the grip, feels really good in the hand. And you know what we didn't do is cut, and all I have this giant piece of cardboard here. So I've been cutting with this one a little bit. Very nice indeed. And it should for $479. I know that's what you're saying, so I just said it. Now, here's the thing. I think the price is what it is on this particular model because of the crystal and because of the integral. So really nice. Now, is this the best Tuya? Man, it's close. It really, really is. I don't know what, right off the bat, what I would put in front of it. I've seen a lot of Tuya knives. So, yeah, I kind of think it's the best Tuya knife that I've seen. Now, there's more to come, and I'm sure they'll beat it because they are stepping their game up like crazy. But yeah, this is fantastic. But there you go, guys. And by the way, blade shape, you do have a little bit of a Persian here with a swedge, but kind of a normal drop pointy kind of blade. Just a beautiful knife, and I'm really glad I got to check it out. So let me know what you think down below. Give me a thumbs up, a comment. If you're not subscribed, please do that and hit that notification bell to all. And thanks for watching the Knives Fast channel.